Salah. Well, it's not getting any better, is it?
From a football-loving boy on the streets of Egypt to the king of Liverpool, this is the incredible journey of Mohamed Salah, one of the greatest players of our time. In the world of football, few names are as synonymous with overcoming and inspiration as that of Mohamed Salah. His story is not just about talent, but also about resilience, humility, and determination. From a simple neighborhood in Nagrig, Egypt, where he played in the streets with a makeshift ball, to becoming a global star, Pharaoh won the hearts of millions around the world, especially in Liverpool, where he became an icon and one of the Premier League's greatest players. But Salah's path was not easy. He faced challenges of all kinds: discrimination, financial difficulties, and even skepticism about his potential. But that's exactly what shaped his extraordinary career. In this video, you will learn not only about the epic moments on the field, but also behind the scenes of a journey marked by effort, sacrifice, and moments of overcoming. Salah's story is much more than just numbers and titles. It's a lesson that with hard work and faith, any dream, no matter how distant it may seem, can be achieved. My name is Brunox, and let's go to another video. Mohamed Salah named Maris Gali Nasu in June 15, 1992, in the small village of Nagrig, located in northern Egypt, in the province of Garbia. Life in the village, marked by simplicity and economic difficulties, was the setting where Salah took his first steps, not only as a person, but also as a football player. Salah's family lived modestly. His father, Salah Gali, was a civil servant, and his mother, a housewife, contributed to keeping the family together with a lot of effort. The region's economic reality was not the most favorable, and many young people from Nagrig, like Salah, faced daily challenges to improve their lives. Football, however, presented itself as a window of hope and an opportunity to escape this difficult reality. Simple life and childhood challenges. From an early age, Salah realized the difficulties of life in Egypt. Nagrig, a quiet and small village, did not offer many leisure options or growth opportunities for young people. Living conditions were simple, and poverty was a constant challenge. However, family support and strong community connection helped Salah overcome these difficulties. Although access to resources for football training was limited, Mohamed always stood out for his enthusiasm and dedication to the sport. He played with friends on the streets and improvised fields, using any type of ball available. Even without a professional infrastructure, his passion for football took deep root in him from his early years. First contacts with football. Salah's passion for football came naturally. From a young age, he began to get involved in the sport, playing on the streets of Nagrig, where boys would gather to play games with bare feet and balls made from any material. Football was not just fun, but also a way to express your energy and dreams. One of the first influences on the young Salah was your father, who always supported him in his passion for football. Furthermore, the local community also played an important role in its development. In a village where entertainment options were limited, football became the main social activity. The influence of Salah's friends and neighbors was decisive in allowing him to continue to fuel his passion for the game, even in the face of adversity. Salah soon began to be noticed for his technical skills, speed, and ball control, characteristics that would make him a unique player in the future. He stood out even when playing with other boys who often had more experience, and this attracted the attention of local coaches, family, and local influences. The support Salah received in his childhood was fundamental to his success. You're good, he was always a great supporter, even knowing the family's financial difficulties. He believed that football could be the path to a better future, not just for Mohamed, but also for the family as a whole. Furthermore, Salah was influenced by other members of the community and especially by the environment of Nagri. The lack of resources and difficulty in accessing professional football clubs made the journey of any aspiring player even more challenging. However, the support of his neighbors and unwavering desire to excel allowed him to follow his dream. Mohamed Salah's first big opportunity in professional football came at 19 years old, when he was signed by the Egyptian club Al Mokalun Al Arab, also known as Arab Contractors. This club, located in Cairo, is one of the biggest in Egypt, although it does not have the same international prominence as giants like Al Ahly or Zamalek. However, for Salah, Al Mokalun was the starting point for his professional football career. The young striker soon stood out for his technical talent, his impressive speed, and his goal-scoring instinct. At the beginning of his time at the club, Salah was seen as a great promise for Egyptian football. His style of play, with quick dribbling and ability to score goals in different ways, soon caught the attention of fans and local football observers. He quickly became a member of the team, and during his stay at the club, he grew both technically and in terms of responsibility on the field. The effort to train away from home. One of the most striking features of Salah's career was the continuous effort he made to train and improve his skills, even when it meant facing great challenges. During his time at Al Mokalun, he lived in Nagrig, his hometown, and to be able to train in Cairo, he needed to travel every day, which was a big sacrifice. The distances and time spent on daily travel were considerable, especially as Cairo was about 120 kilometers from Nagrig. For a young man who grew up in a simple environment with few financial resources, these daily trips represented a great effort. Mohamed Salah had to wake up very early to catch transport and go to training, and often returned home late at night. This sacrifice reflects the dedication he had to his dream of becoming a great football player, even when the conditions were not ideal. This daily effort was essential for his development, as it allowed him to stand out on the Egyptian scene, despite infrastructure and resource limitations. Highlights that caught the attention of foreign clubs. The move to Basel was a decisive step in Salah's career, as it was the turning point that placed him in a more competitive football market. By moving to Switzerland, Salah had the chance to showcase his talent in the European football and soon became one of the most sought-after players in Europe. He adapted quickly to European football, and his dribbling ability, speed, and precision in finishing caught the attention of clubs in even stronger leagues, including the Chelsea from England. But before that, what stood out was the Salah's continued effort to be seen and to not let local challenges stop him from achieving his dream. Each game and each season at Al Mokalun brought him closer to his big chance on the European stage. The year 2012 marked a major turning point in Mohamed Salah's career. After impressing with the Al Mokalun and the Egyptian national team, he received an opportunity that many African and Arab players only dream of: a transfer to Europe. Salah signed a contract with the Swiss club FC Basel, a team with a tradition of developing talent, especially African and Arab players. This move was crucial as it represented Salah's first step into top-level European football. Basel was a club with big ambitions in the UEFA Champions League and in national competitions, which offered Salah the opportunity to shine in a more competitive scenario. He quickly adapted to European football, a faster and more tactical environment, and soon stood out for his speed, technical skill, and ability to finish. Its impact was immediate. Salah became a key player in the Basel team and helped the team win the Swiss championship in the 2012-13 and 2013-14 seasons, in addition to standing out in the UEFA Champions League, where he faced big clubs like Manchester United and Chelsea. These performances caught the attention of bigger clubs, and the idea of moving him to an even stronger league began to gain traction. Chelsea, the challenge in England, 2014. After 2 successful seasons at Basel, Salah was signed by Chelsea in January 2014, one of the most powerful clubs in Premier League and from Europe. The move was seen as a major achievement for Salah, who, at 22, was leaving Swiss football behind to face the challenge of playing in the world's most competitive league. However, what seemed to be the peak of his career at the beginning soon turned out to be a great personal and professional challenge. Despite the large investment on the part of Chelsea, Salah found it difficult to adapt to Jose Mourinho's team. Although he had the chance to play in some matches, he was unable to establish himself as a starter. Chelsea had a huge depth in the cast, with several talented players competing for the same position, which limited Salah's opportunities. Players like Eden Hazard, Willian, and Oscar, they occupied similar positions and were often chosen before him to start matches. This lack of time on the field directly affected Salah's confidence. Unlike what he had experienced at Basel, where he was the center of attention, at Chelsea he found himself on the sidelines, playing few times and without the chance to show his full potential. The feeling of not being valued, it was a heavy blow for the young Egyptian, who was used to being one of the main players at his previous clubs. Furthermore, the pressure of playing for a club of Chelsea's magnitude was also enormous. Competition for a starting spot was fierce, and adapting to the fast pace and tactics of the Premier League was more challenging than he imagined. Impact on confidence and early challenges. With a shortage of minutes on the field, Salah began to question whether he could truly shine in English football. The lack of opportunities to play regularly for a team like Chelsea was an emotional and psychological blow, and he began to wonder whether he had made the right choice in moving to one of Europe's most demanding clubs. This situation led to Salah being loaned out in 2015 to the Florentine, already Series A from Italy, where he had the chance to regain his confidence and show his talent. This loan period was crucial for his recovery, as it was in Italian football that he found his best football again. At Fiorentina, Salah performed impressively and soon became one of the team's stars. The good phase in Italy, including outstanding performances in Europa League, made him attract the interest of other big clubs, especially the Roma, who hired him permanently. This experience at Chelsea, with little playing time and difficulties in adapting, was a defining moment in Salah's career. Although it was frustrating, it was also a period of learning and reflection. He understood that to reach his full potential, he would need more opportunities and an environment where he could grow as a player. After a frustrating passage through Chelsea, where playing time was limited and adaptation to the style of Premier League proved more difficult than expected, Mohamed Salah was loaned to Florentine, yes, Series A Italian, at the beginning of 2015. This transfer was a turning point in his career, providing him with the chance to start over and show the world his true potential. At Fiorentina, Salah found a more favorable environment to develop as a player. Under the guidance of the technician Vincenzo Montella, the Egyptian was given freedom to explore his main qualities: his breakneck speed, your dribbling, and its ability to finish with precision. Montella, who is known for preferring dynamic and attacking football, knew how to exploit Salah's characteristics, positioning him as extreme on the right side of the attack, where he could use his speed and skill to destabilize opposing defenses. Salah's performance at Fiorentina was simply impressive. In his first semester in Italy, he excelled not only in Series A, but also in Europa League, where he had memorable performances, helping Fiorentina reach the semi-finals of the tournament. His ability to bypass defenders with quick dribbles and his ability to score goals of all types with his right leg, left leg, and even his head caught the attention of even bigger clubs. With Fiorentina, Salah scored 9 goals and provided 4 assists in 26 Serie A games during his loan, showing his ability to be decisive and his adaptation to the Italian style of play, known for its defensive solidity and tactical emphasis. In Fiorentina, it was therefore the perfect stage for Salah to recover after his difficult time at Chelsea and for him regain your trust as one of the most dangerous players in European football. Transfer to Roma, the leap to the Serie A elite. Following his success at Fiorentina, Salah was signed by Rome in 2016 in a definitive transfer that cost around 15 million euros, a significant fee for a player who was just beginning to establish himself after his time at Chelsea. In Roma, Salah found a club on the rise, with big ambitions on both the national and international stage. Under the command of Luciano Spalletti, Salah continued to evolve as a player, and the move to Rome represented the opportunity to become a true star in Series A. Tactical and technical evolution in Rome. At Roma, Salah experienced a significant tactical and technical evolution. Under Spalletti's guidance, he transformed from a talented but still inconsistent player into a true offensive strength. Spalletti bet on him as the main engine of the attack, often positioning him as a winger or winger, where he could take advantage of his explosive acceleration and ability to attack empty space in opposition defenses. One of Salah's greatest developments at Roma was his ability to decide important matches. He became more sharp in his submissions and started to show himself more intelligent in its movement within the area. Salah improved his game without ball, learning to position yourself better to take advantage of crosses and deep passes. This made him not only a talented dribbler, but also a most lethal finisher. Furthermore, your versatility tactics were one of Roma's strong points. Salah was not just a dribbling star, but became a constant threat in quick transitions and direct attacks. He could play on either the right or left side, depending on the need, becoming a key part of Spalletti's offensive scheme. This freedom of movement, combined with its speed and technical skill, made him one of the most feared players in Serie A. Not totally, Salah scored 15 goals and provided 6 assists in 31 games Series A in his first season with Roma, 2015 to 2016. Its impact was not just in numbers, but also in quality of performances. He was decisive in several important victories and confrontations. Salah was essential for Roma to qualify for the Champions League 2016-17, and his performances began to attract attention not just in Italy, but across Europe. Achievement of the status of one of the best players in Series A. In 2016 to 2017, Salah had his breakthrough season at Roma, definitively establishing himself as one of the best players in Serie A. He finished the season with 19 goals and 12 assists in 31 league games, surpassing his own personal bests and being chosen for the Team of the Year Series A. Your contribution to Rome was instrumental, not only in terms of numbers, but also in the way he helped transform the team into one of the most feared offensive forces in the league. Salah was no longer just a promise. He was now an elite player. His ability to dribble, his explosiveness in transitions, and his constant presence in Roma's attack put him on the same level as some of the best players in Europe. Salah's transformation at Roma was the stage that prepared for the greatness that was to come in his career. The recognition of his quality and consistency in Italian football took him to a level much higher than many imagined when he left Basel. This star status series culminated in a transfer to the Liverpool in 2017, where he would not only continue his rise, but also conquer new records and international titles, becoming a true world football legend. In June 2017, Mohamed Salah did the big jump for one of the most traditional clubs in the world, the Liverpool, when he was hired by €44 million, a record transfer for the club at the time. The technician Jürgen Klopp, who had quickly transformed Liverpool into an attacking and exciting team, saw in Salah the missing piece to complete his project. Salah arrived to reinforce the Reds' attack, which already had talented players such as Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino. Salah's selection was an immediate success for Liverpool. Klopp was looking for a fast player with excellent finishing skills and, above all, someone who could play in a highly offensive game system, where counterattacks and constant movement were essential. Salah not only filled that gap, he quickly became the star of the team, a reference on the field, and one of the main responsible for the team's success in the Premier League, Champions League, and other competitions. Brilliant debut season. In your first season with Liverpool, 2017 to 2018, Salah made history from the beginning. He adapted spectacularly to Klopp's style, taking advantage of his speed game, your short dribbles, and its ability to clinical completion. Salah was not just a good reinforcement. He turned into a revolution for Liverpool. With 32 goals already Premier League, he broke the record for most goals scored by a player in the first Premier League season with Liverpool, surpassing the old record of Fernando Torres, 24 goals. Salah didn't stop there. He also became the top scorer of the season in all club competitions, scoring 44 goals in total, considering all competitions, and won the prize for Premier League Player of the Season. Among the memorable goals, the most striking was GOL contra Manchester City, where he scored a goal-perfect cut and finish, demonstrating his class and speed in short spaces. He also stood out in competitions such as Champions League and others FA Cup, proving that he was ready for the biggest stages. Important highlights. Winning the Champions League 2019. In 2019, Salah crowned his rise at Liverpool with one of the most desired achievements in European football, the Champions League. Liverpool's run to the final was exciting, and Salah played a crucial role, especially in the game against Tottenham in the final, where he scored the penalty goal right at the beginning of the match. Salah's goal was symbolic, representing his recovery from an injury in the 2018 final against Real Madrid, when he was forced off the field. Liverpool's victory 2-0 over Tottenham in Mothers gave to the club their sixth Champions League title and solidified Salah as a hero. He became the first Egyptian to conquer the Champions League, a historic feat for African football. Premier League title 2020. After a season of great competitiveness, Liverpool finally broke their 30 years without the Premier League title. In 2020, Salah was one of the main people responsible for this historic achievement. With 19 goals and 10 assists in the league, he continued to be one of the most important parts of Klopp's team. Liverpool won the title with 7 games in advance, one of the biggest margins in Premier League history. Salah's dominance in the 2019-2020 season was remarkable, but his contribution goes beyond numbers. He was the team's offensive engine and was mainly responsible for maintaining pressure on the opponents, taking advantage of Liverpool's high pressure and becoming a constant threat in attack. The Premier League 2020 represented a consolidation of Salah's status as one of the best strikers in the world, and also symbolized the success of Klopp's philosophy. Individual achievements. Salah also won a number of individual awards throughout his career, starting with his Golden Boot in 2018, when he became the team's top scorer Premier League. The Egyptian even repeated this feat in 2019, sharing the award with Sadio Mane and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He was also elected CAF Player of the Year, Confederation of African Football, several times, standing out as the best African football player during the years 2017 and 2018. Furthermore, Salah was included in several FIFA and UEFA Teams of the Year, consolidating his position among the best players on the planet. In 2021, Salah was appointed to the FIFA The Best, demonstrating its consistency over the years. Relationship with fans and the nickname Egyptian King. One of the characteristics that most attracts attention in the Mohamed Salah phenomenon is his connection with fans, especially with the Liverpool fans, who quickly fell in love with his humble personality and his passion on the field. Salah is not just a football icon. He is a real legend for Reds fans. The nickname of Egyptian King is not only an affectionate title given by fans, but also a true honor. Salah is considered a national hero in Egypt, and his impact on football goes beyond the field. He is a symbol of resilience and inspiration for millions of young people in Egypt and across Africa, showing that, with hard work and dedication, it is possible to reach the highest level, regardless of humble origins. His relationship with Liverpool fans transcends football, and he is widely admired for his humility, respect for roots, and the positive impact that he has off the field. Salah was also involved in several charitable initiatives in Egypt, where he made significant donations to hospitals and other social causes, being considered ambassador of Egypt in the world of football. Mohamed Salah is widely recognized not only for his talent on the pitch, but also for his positive impact what is in society. He uses his fame and fortune to make a difference, especially in Egypt, where he is considered a national hero. Your engagement in humanitarian causes is a reflection of its humble origins and gratitude how you feel about having achieved success. Salah never forgot his roots. He was born in Nagrig, a small village in Garbia province, in Egypt, where life was simple and the challenges for young people were many. Over the years, Salah has made significant investments in his hometown, with the aim of improve local infrastructure and offer better living conditions for your community. One of the best-known projects was the construction of a hospital in Nagrig, so that people in the region could access quality medical care without having to travel to larger cities. Furthermore, Salah helped in the construction of schools and no scholarship funding, ensuring that children and young people in your village have more educational opportunities. This reflects Salah's commitment to improve the lives of others, especially those who live in more humble conditions, as he did at the beginning of his life. The decision to invest in your hometown also has deep cultural and social significance. Salah shows that even with a successful international career, he did not lose connection with the rural Egypt and its origins. Your contribution to Nagrig is not only financial, but also an example of social responsibility and solidarity. Donations and social projects. In addition to investments in infrastructure, Mohamed Salah has been a great donor in various social causes. On several occasions, he did significant donations for hospitals, schools, orphanages, and other initiatives in Egypt. During the pandemic COVID-19, he made contributions to the purchase of medical equipment and for the assistance of families in need. Salah also supported blood donation and other actions of charity which aim to improve the living conditions of the least favored. These philanthropic actions are not just an extension of his material success, but a way for Salah to give back to Egyptian society for everything it has done for him. He recognizes that his life path is exception, and so he wants to give others the chance at a better life, just as he had the opportunity to leave Nagrig and reach the world. His personal life, family, beliefs, and balance between fame and simplicity. Although Mohamed Salah is one of the biggest names in world football, he maintains a personal life discreet and focused on family values. Salah is married to Magi, his longtime wife, with whom he has 2 daughters. He has a strong connection with family, and this is reflected in the way he deals with fame. Salah avoids the spotlight off the field and maintains a relatively private life, protected, preferring to spend time with his family and with your closest friends. Religious beliefs and spiritual practices. Salah is Muslim, and their religious beliefs play an important role in your everyday life. He is known for his loyalty to God and the way in which exercise your faith. Salah is a respected figure in Muslim community, not only for his actions on the field, but also for his public religious practice. He frequently shares moments of prayer with his fans on social media, and his goal celebrations include gestures that reflect his faith, such as the gesture of prostrate in prayer after scoring a goal, something that became an iconic image of his career. The way he maintains his religiosity and modesty, it's something that makes you inspirational for many people. Salah not only exemplifies the principles of Islam, but also promotes a positive image of their religion on a global stage. Balance between fame and simplicity. Despite the immense fame and fortune he has accumulated over the years, Salah remains a person simple and accessible. He is known for his humility and for avoiding ostentation, both in your personal and professional life. Salah does not lead an excessively luxurious lifestyle and avoids the large parties and social events that often accompany elite athletes. He still maintains a relationship sincere and close with his family and friends, and prefers to spend his free time with his loved ones away from the spotlight. That simplicity in your personal life, it is a reflection of your education and your perspective on the world. Salah believes that the struggle and others' wealth should not be the pillars of a successful life, but rather the honor, a responsibility, and a love for family and roots. Mohamed Salah is more than just a successful football player. He has become a true global icon. Your public image goes beyond the football fields, and he is admired for his determination, your work ethic, and your ability to inspire people of all ages and backgrounds. He is seen by many as an example of resilience. Born in a poor village in Egypt, he was able to break barriers and become one of the biggest stars in world football, breaking the stereotype that only the privileged can achieve success in sport. His story is one of the most inspiring in modern football, showing that with effort, dedication, and humility, it is possible to achieve the greatest achievements, regardless of the initial difficulties. Furthermore, Salah has become a model for young athletes from all over the world, not only in Egypt and Africa, but also in different parts of the Middle East, Europe, and other continents. His rise at Liverpool, combined with his philanthropic actions, made it a symbol of hope and inspiration for those who seek success through hard work, education, and perseverance. Mohamed Salah is an example of how struggle can be used to make a positive impact on the world. He is not just a football star, but a humanitarian leader, model of faith, and inspiring to millions of people. His life trajectory, marked by humility, determination, and social responsibility makes him much more than an athlete. He's a true living legend, both on and off the field.